Greetings everyone, and this is Abibish Mekonnen bringing to you Talk to Addis program. This is the rest part of the last program about Recha and the festival in Africa in terms of boosting economic growth as well as scaling up the tourism. Today, we will be having the rest part with Dr. Teshome. I kindly invite you to stay connected with us. I hope we will have great time. Thank you, Doctor. We can continue. Let's come to the significance of the festival in general, Doctor. The reason why I am raising this question is, reasonably speaking, Ethiopia is very rich in culture, in religion. So, as Ethiopia is very rich in cultural and religious festival, we need to see Ethiopia having or earning income from this festival. So, how do you see the way we are generating income from these festivals, and how do you see the festival in Africa in general?
Thank you. I think you are speaking very important points, and let me do again another interdependency. I'm deliberately repeating interdependency. The interdependency for mutual interest, always respect one another. The rationale why we are not going far is we are doing an autolysis. We are distracting one another. You know, being a citizen of one country, having diversified cultural assets, festivals, we should have to be an advocate. I have to an advocate for a tourism, a tourist visit to Gondar, to visit our 44 churches, to visit Zobel. In the same way, the Gondari should do these things to promote Horar Sadeh, or whatever it is. So the first thing to be broken to have a good tourism attraction is autolysis should stop. Distracting one another should stop. We should work for one another. The Christian should promote at Bale, Shekana Hosei site. It is an historical place. But the promotion should be given by other person. When we reach to these points, our tourism, attraction capacity will increase, and then we make a profit out of this tourism. Traditionally, why I'm saying this is, if we work for one another, there will be no fear to visit that area. When you promote to your fellow religions, who is going to distract the journey? Why do the visitors afraid? Because they know they are guaranteed, because they are promoted by somebody who can protest it. So we have to stop protesting one another. So in the African context, the same thing is we are underutilizing. We have a huge heritage. We didn't use it properly. So I think the African United should think about Africans' ecotourism by itself. It needs another form of, arrangements. In many directions, the Africans needs revival. Revitalizing the African situation is very important. No one is there for African other than the Africans. And the time is very good. It's not the time of, centralizing things. Now the time to think about the indigenous benefit is there. The world comes to this, and then we have to use it. The time is now to do that.
Financing is very crucial, I think, because at the Agenda 2063, the Africa we want, we need to generate income from such kind of festival, right? Am I right,
definitely.
Doctor? Yeah. economically speaking, when we see some countries, whether East African, African, and other countries, they are, generating income from tourism using their festivals. Even there are countries which are generating income, those with, the public holidays or festivals. When we see the Ethiopia's festival, we do have plenty of festivals, as you know. We do have Recha, Shadei, Solal, Yahode, Tokibea, Mashkaro in southwestern part of Ethiopia. We do have also, in the Sidamas, Fiche Chambelala. These all are, very potential for tourism attraction and economic growth. So we need to generate money from this festival. So how do you see the government's commitment to promote these festivals in general? Because promotion comes first to generate income.
Yes.
How do you see? Can I have your insight?
I think satisfaction is not good. Always, very good is the enemy of excellent. The move is there. I can see their trial. They are doing so many things, but let's do it. How it could happen? It should be, mainstreamed. Mainstreaming is very important. Everybody, every industry, every traveler should advocate tourism of Ethiopia. To do this, I think the tourism affair should work harder than this, but what they are doing is very nice. For example, to facilitate tourism, you need to have hosting place. I can see that, the Koisha, even the Abai Dam, in all other places, I can see the ministers, the vice ministers, they are moving here and there, and they are doing strong work. Not enough. Not enough, because we have to do more. And we have to get, everybody as a mouth for tourism. That means when everybody becomes a mouth for tourism, it's very clear that people are speaking about peace. There should no reservation to invite people to come to your vicinity. How? Peace and stability is very important. Working on peace and stability can strengthen tourism. So the tourism sector should work hardly with indigenous, with the governmental affairs, to bring peace and stability. We need peace because we need a spurt of growth which is taking place. That needs everlasting peace talk. Tourism should talk about peace first. That's what I am trying to pass to them.
Yeah. Let me take you back to the other question. All of the festivals that I have mentioned earlier they have very important components. That is promoting peace, narrating unity, and speaking loudly about reconciliation. So, if we do have all these significant components in our traditional festivals, are we really using these components in terms of building our peace? How do you see it?
Very tough question. Written well, heard well, practiced less. Should go back to think about ourselves. What we wrote should come on board. It should serve its purpose. So sometimes I'm thinking for myself, where is our Sike? When I see, gender-based harassment, if I don't see the movement of Sike, then where is it? We have to work hard on this issue. I feel one thing, all the nations and the nationalities should assemble to mix one framework that can really promote peace. Interdependency is very important. That's why I say, if they are competing, it doesn't bring a change. If they are working together, and if we can get one unified structure that can lead us to promote peace, then we have to sit together and we have to talk about it. The intellectuals, the scholars should talk about it. And also, everything cannot happen overnight. And we should not claim everything at once. It's impossible, You plow the land, you wait for some period, to see it shooting and it's ripened and you eat. At least it takes long period. If something happened, if there is some discomfort in what you are observing, I think opposition is not a solution. Discussion is a solution. How could we discuss it? Let's make it on board. Always, if we are working towards negative, then what will come to us is a negative aspect. Let's try it in the positive way now. Let's bring the positive attraction. So I think the whole society should think about their core peace values, and let us assemble them and let us utilize them. And beyond that, everybody, all citizens, should see inward. Do I love my brother as I do for myself? From whatever ethnic group. Because of that she is human being. Do I give that? If you have a bit spot, then it is time to think about yourself and then to correct. Correction of these things can heal the country, and we can get really eternal peace for our kids and for our grands. I think that's...
Just to consolidate our discussion, let me raise you one question. In fact, an incumbent government is in a position to promote, to fund the festivals so that they can generate income to boost our economy. But sometimes it needs collaborative power. So in addition to the commitment that government is taking place, who should discharge what role? In terms of promoting this festival like Recha and other festivals in our country, as I have mentioned earlier, yeah. And in terms of, have them contributing in tourism industry and economic growth.
Yeah, I think the government is one stake, but we can see the people who are working in the area. The corporate responsibility should be discharged, and that can bring some contribution, and also they can gain back. For example, if one company is paying a promotion for an individual, instead he can promote Irecha on top of its promotion. Yeah. Such things can happen, and besides to that, everybody can contribute from what you have. When you are doing something, innovative things you are promoting. That innovative things, if it is done in group, again it is making another big promotion. And I feel the society as well as public partnership is very important to do these things.
How about the scholars?
Definitely, you are right. The scholars should play a significant role to do these things. all the written material. I don't want to see something to be written on this. There are a lot of written materials, but it should come out of shelf and it should be communicated. It should be advocated and it should be visible to everybody. You know, when you browse, you can see a lot of things on this issue. That should be visible and practical. The problem of our most research is it is on the table. Let's bring them out and let's make it practical. Maybe I call for scholars for this action.
How about the youngsters in terms of, feeling proud and promoting their culture?
Yeah.
The young generation.
Definitely. I would like to again acknowledge the young generation, despite nothing paid to them, to make them knowledgeable. At least they are trying. But to fill the generation gap, again, the elders, the grands, should spend time with the young generation as to mold them to the indigenous knowledge. So I think the elders should go down, and also I call upon the youngers, instead of passing their time in the digital world. I am not opposing the digital world. Let them give a piece of time for the grands. They will give them some keys that can help them to survive in Ethiopia, as Oromo, as Sidama, whatever it is. So please visit your grands, your fathers, spend time together, then they will make a commitment, and that commitment will bring really paradigm shift. This generation is really, as you know, the Z generation, they can do whatever they want. If we convince them, they can change the situation, and then we can see through them so many changes.
They are powerful, in fact. During the Erecha Festival's celebration, nowadays we are seeing custom-made clothes which are derived from the traditional clothes, which is made from, having Gadas colors, the 3 Gadas colors, right? So the custom-made clothes, don't you think that such kind of, custom-made clothes can not spoil the originality of the traditional clothes? How do you see that?
Fine. There are two outlooks. There are people who want to see things as it is, and again you can see in different way. When you are living in interdependent world, when you are really looking outside, if they are good and comfortable and not opposing the culture, why not? Why not? By its nature, Gada is agile. Within the Gada context, there is change and continuity. When, always when the new Abagada comes, there is, an announcement of law. Except those things which is untouchable, there are things to be modified. So if you see the world is going in different way, and we are going in different, it doesn't work, I think. For example, I have with me a big shama. Had it been in the morning, I will dress it and then be here.
No, not at all.
But look now, it's sunshine. Then is it necessary? So this one is good. So we should promote that thing also. But always, it should be within the acceptable range. Change should be within the acceptable change.
Having the original
Having
track.
the original?
Keeping the original track.
Definitely.
Yeah. As you can understand, reasonably speaking, Addis Ababa is transforming itself through the corridor development projects. So nowadays, Addis Ababa is hosting the world-class conferences, events, the African Climate Summit, the Food Summit can be mentioned as an instance. So making the city in a world-class standard can, to what extent it serves to promote or to host such kind of, national events, including Recha and other festivals. How do you see it?
Hosting different festivals, different conferences can be fueled up by having such a celebration peaceful. And when the city is changed, it is a paradigm shift at all. It attracts a lot of tourists, and also you see it is unexpected that the Europeans comes to make their conferences here. So we have hope. One, our air condition is very nice. It's not hot, it's not icy. Having good, attractive things here can make us the number one to be chosen for different conference and seminar. In the same, we can have our promotion to our cultures, to our people's experiences. So we can have, experience sharing session or something like that.
So you are saying that it plays a pivotal role in having a global legitimacy to host tourists.
Definitely.
Fine. The time is running out of the function, so I am influenced to stop our discussion here. And really thank you so much for coming here to make interview with me on such very interesting issues. Thank you so much again.
Thank you very much. I'm delighted to be with you, and then I have, seen a lot of dimensions from your question, which can be, thrown away. That can bring another thought. So thank you very much.
I'm really excited to have you on this interesting issue. Really appreciate for your time investment, for your insightful ideas, suggestions, ideas. Thank you so much again.
Thank you for inviting me.
Dr. Teshoma, I would love to appreciate for your time investment so that I can make this interesting interview with you respecting Addis Media Network. Thank you so much again.
Thank you very much.
Respected viewers, this is all about what we have had for the second session of Talk to Addis program. Hopefully you find it very educational. For today's, I stop here. Hopefully I will find you with the other topics next week. Thank you for joining us and enjoy with rest programs of Addis Media Network. I was Ababish Makonnen hosting you. Take care.